into, you know, I say meditating, but really just means to think about death and imagining your own death. And it's not in a gruesome, sad way, but it's to make you realize that you don't know when you're gonna die. And you don't know how long you left and how long you have left. And it makes you realize how precious every moment is. And so by thinking about these things, it's not supposed to drag you down. It's supposed to do the exact opposite, where you're supposed to have, not supposed to, but you realize how precious this life is. And it really has to do with, I'm not suggesting anyone to do that, but my practice, I go for what I don't want to be there, and I zoom right in and I take it by the root and rip it out. And that is my way of dealing with my mind, and my work is that. It's taking all the negative parts about me that I have studied and that I know I don't want to be there, ripping them out, and turning them into my creative freedom. It was also a way for me to investigate what happens after death. And it was also a way for me to study these dissolutions and find some insight into them, and to really try to cultivate the positive aspects, which is like, you know, realizing how precious my life is. I can just tell you from my experience doing this project, it's really opened a hole, I think, that I didn't even realize that I had, of being a fear, of having a lot of fear. And I think it's closed. It's helped me stay with a fear that was really ingrained in me. And it was a fear of death, but it was also a fear of having a life fly by. So the technical challenges are failure, which I'm really familiar with, which you absolutely have to be in order to create things that have really never been done before. Because like the last piece, Dissolution 8, the whole thing, almost the whole thing, all the blue and the black, and it's all made out of seaweed. So it's a textile I kind of experimented with, a lot of recipes, and there are people who have made this textile before, and I tried to use different recipes, and like nothing really worked that well. So it was just, you just have to do it over and over and over, and you have to spend like days and days, and it feels like you're not doing anything because you don't have an end product. And you just, I mean, I have so many samples that are like this big of trying to make this textile that eventually got there, and you'll never really get what, well, you might, but I never really got what I had envisioned. But I got something else that was really interesting, and I coated it with silicone to get it as close to what I was able to do. I made these things because I was like, I really just wanted to make them, and I didn't know where they would end up, and I had no idea, you know, how much it would cost or any of that stuff. I just was really excited about the idea. I was really excited about drawing them all out and finding what they would look like, and I felt like it gave me a reason to wake up every day during a really depressing time.